Hi everyone! This week is Deaf Awareness Week. Now you know that I have been teaching some British Sign Language in my classes, and a couple of weeks ago I taught you some signs. Well, today we're going to do a few more signs. Right, I'm going to stop with the signing for a second because I have to think really hard when I'm trying to sign and talk at the same time, because I am nowhere near fluent at what I know yet. I've only been learning since January, and everything that I've been learning I have been trying to pass on to my students. So today I'm going to show you a few more ways that you can talk to somebody who may be deaf or hard of hearing using sign language. Now I use a combination of British Sign Language, or BSL, and Makaton. Now BSL is for those people who are both deaf and hard of hearing, whereas Makaton is for those children specifically, I think, but people in general who may be non-verbal, so maybe kids with autism who haven't got the ability to verbalise what they're trying to communicate. So sometimes there will be variations in what I'm showing you, and it's not that one is right and one is wrong, it's just that these are the best ways that I have found for my students to be able to communicate with people. So let's start with a few greetings. Now a few weeks ago I taught you how to say good morning and good afternoon. So let's just do a quick recap. So we have good morning, so that's thumbs up and touch each shoulder, good morning, and then we have good afternoon. So good is the same, then 2 fingers to the chin and scoop out and away. We can also do good evening. So imagine the sun's just coming down a little bit. Good evening. And finally we can have good night. Good night. Sun comes down completely on that one. Now if you just want to say hello or goodbye, hello is a single wave, whereas goodbye is a couple of them. So at the start of all my videos you will see me say hi everyone, because the BSL version of hello is a single wave, so that's hello. And of course we need to remember our manners. Now in BSL, please and thank you are exactly the same. We use please and thank you. Make sure that you are using your mouth to articulate the words as well, because that will help the person that you're communicating with to understand what you're saying. So if you've just said hello to somebody and you want to say nice to meet you, we do nice, so make a smiley face across your chin. Then we have 2 people, one on this hand and one on this hand, and we bring them together. Nice to meet you. Then we can ask them how they are. So we can say, how are you? This could also be, how are you doing? Or, are you okay? Bring the hands up the body and finish in 2 thumbs up. How are you? The answers. We have a huge variety of emotions that we can talk about. But today I'm just going to go through a few that I've been using with my kids. So we'll start with happy and sad. So happy is cup both hands, and the top hand is going to clap twice, scooping towards the body. Happy, happy. Now if we want to tell someone that we're feeling sad, we're going to pull the hand down the front of the face and say sad. Now again, using the mouth to articulate, but also use the facial expression, sad. If you're saying that you're feeling sad with a glorious smile on your face, there may be some mixed messages coming through on your signing. One of the emotions that the kids really enjoy using is excited. So for excited, we get our hands into fists and we rub them up and down at the top of the chest. Excited. Children are excited about parties, but they're also excited that they get to go to McDonald's for lunch today. So whenever you're talking to small children and they want to tell you they're excited, this is a body language, sign language thing that they can really connect with. Excited. If you're feeling particularly angry, now this one is definitely a Makaton rather than a British Sign Language. Get the hands into claws and move them up and down the body, angry. And again, use the face and use your mouth. Talk about angry so that if somebody is trying to lip read, they can see what you're talking about. Angry. A favourite one with grown-ups is always tired. Tired. So the hands come up and down. Tired. And of course, we can tell someone that something hurts. So if you've got a headache, tap or wave your hand slightly. So you could either do headache or headache. If you had a sore throat, you could hold it around your sore throat. If your shoulder hurts, you can show someone that your shoulder hurts. So just to recap, we have how are you, happy, sad, excited, angry, tired, and I've got a headache. Now we can also ask somebody what their name is. Now this is a slightly more complicated area when it comes to signing because it involves something called finger spelling, which is where you can spell out the alphabet using your hands. So first of all, the word for name is 2 fingers on the forehead and a little scooping away. Name. And you kind of reconstruct your sentence. So instead of saying my name is, you do name me and then use the finger spelling. Now, because I deal with children, generally what we do with children is instead of using the finger spelling everywhere, we would just do their initials. So for example, it would be name me Lisa Marie. So that's an L and an M. If you do a quick Google of British Sign Language finger spelling or British Sign Language alphabet, you will find so many different resources that you can learn the British Sign Language alphabet. Then I'm told that what happens is that your friends within the deaf community can give you a sign name, and sometimes this sign will be related to what you are. You know, are you a happy person? Are you a bubbly person? Are you into photography, for example? So someone whose name was Charlie and they were a photographer would maybe say name me Charlie, so that you've got that C and then the photo. Now, like I say, this is not something that you'd necessarily choose for yourself. It's almost like your friends within the deaf community choose it for you. But it's good to be able to ask somebody what their name is. So in order to ask, so we've done what's your name. So to ask someone, you would do name what. So just a waggle of a finger. Name what. So watch out as they're then answering you if they are giving you the full finger spelling. Just to give you an idea, all of your fingers and thumbs are your vowels. A, E, I, O, U. And then there are various different things in between. One of my favourites is G. So pay attention as they're responding to you. Then, if they give you a sign, so for example, if they say Charlie, then you would say, hi Charlie, my name is Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie. It's something that you will learn as you go along. Now what you can also do is ask this person if they are deaf, and you can tell them that you are hearing. So if you want to ask someone if they are deaf, the signs for deaf and hard of hearing are deaf, so 2 fingers against the ear. Some people do it as a double tap. So deaf. And hard of hearing is open the hands kind of like a crocodile mouth and bring them down. That means hard of hearing. So we have deaf or hard of hearing. So if you wanted to say to somebody, are you deaf? You could say, you deaf. Or, are you hard of hearing? To tell them that you are able to hear or you are hearing, you could say, me hearing. So you point to your ear and scoop down to your mouth, which means hearing. Me hearing. These are just some really basic ways that you can get started using British Sign Language in your everyday life, so that if you come across somebody who is deaf or hard of hearing, you'll be able to communicate with them. So I really wanted to use today's Friday check-in to celebrate Deaf Awareness Week. I went the wrong way then. Deaf Awareness Week. And so that you can start to join my passion for sign language. I really enjoy it, and I hope that you will too. If you've got any questions, let me know. I will answer them to the best of my ability. Please don't forget to check in with us. Let us know how you're doing. But I want to see if you are doing British Sign Language as well. Show me what you've learned. Show me some of your phrases. Oh, my favourite one, the one that I haven't taught you yet, is I miss you. We're in lockdown. We need to tell everybody that we miss them. So, I miss you. So that's just bringing 2 fingers up your chin. You. I miss you. That's a really good one to end on. So, goodbye. Have a good day. And thank you.